I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is May 13, Monday, 2024. Hope you had a good weekend here and a good day. So, pretty much very similar to Friday's price action, actually, but so hopefully this recording doesn't mess up because I had a hard time trying to load it and trying to record. So hopefully this doesn't get messed up. But long story short, we're still kind of like in this bullish scenario. Are we topping out or not? I don't know, but let's go into it here. So you'll see, very hard to see on a 5-minute, but let me go into a 1 minute because you're not going to see this, but I'll try to make this video short, but very similar to Friday's action. So what did it do? Well, we rated up, right? And then we displaced down, and not really a displacement. They just came for a higher low and took out some early liquidity, which would be Asia and London. Now, if you look here on today, a very similar story. We bought up, but this is the new week though. So we bought up, let me kind of move over. See if I can move over here real quick to start the day. Actually, let me go to a 2-minute, man. You'll see here when we opened up for the day, we had, this was Friday, so we had this liquidity. We had this liquidity up here and down here, and we opened up little gap, very little gap, and sure enough, higher highs and higher lows started kicking in. So look, and if you pay attention to some of the Sunday, or I should say Monday videos, you'll see that we see that the opening, very nice opportunities to get in, and then we'll come and sweep that, right? So that's exactly what they did. I mean, this was like to the tick, this low right here. So in Asia, so higher highs and higher lows, and then moving forward, another higher high here, coming down for a higher low, and again, higher highs, higher lows, retrace down here. All right, after 810 to 822, see this little retracement sitting at this gap. We push up again, another higher high, retrace back for another higher low, right into this gap in the background here, and then push up for one more raid. Now, here's the thing. So, this is a 2-minute though, but the purpose of this trade for me, now this is early and people are like, how the hell do you catch shit like this? Well, I'm only using this confluence for 2 reasons of selling this. Number one, I'm in this gap in the background, and I've got 50% already highlighted. Do you have 50% highlighted on your chart, or do you even have this at all? Do you even have this fucking gap at all? I've been mentioning this for the whole past week. That's number one. Number two, we raid liquidity, previous liquidity. So number four, if you take a look at, like, as far as the divergence goes, you'll see here that we as NAS do not take out that high, and up here we don't, and I'm sorry, S&P does not take out that high either. Actually, they do. Yeah, didn't they? That's what I thought they did. It's pretty much an equal high, which is, in my book, kind of considering it. But take a look at Dow, very clear purge, right? So I have all that going on at the same time here for me, and that's what makes me make the decision to pull the trigger and sell it, right? So, but again, I don't sell it right here. So the thing is I do wait a little bit for order flow. The best thing for you to do for your trading is just wait for the order flow to trade. You don't even have to catch this sell to begin with. You can wait for plenty of other movement. Let me go to 1 minute because this is the only way I'm going to be able to show it. Just trying to fit everything in one screen, but let me zoom in this area real quick so I can try to make this simple. But okay, so we're at the 50 level, right, of this gap. So that's number one for me. And then at this point here, I see that we have a divergence going on in the higher time frame. So and where's all your liquidity? I mean, look at this, dude. I mean, look how, if that doesn't tell you that we're coming for it, then I don't know what will. So you have to understand this algorithm is an engine that is producing liquidity and opportunities so they can come and take it. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. And they're trying to get the monkey off their back. But as you see here, with that understanding here, right? Plus this is Monday, so not like Friday, but this is Monday, and you have a high chance of coming for the opening gap again, because why? It was really easy to get in this buy right here, right? So now that we've said all that, here, so for me, Mondays are very kind of, I like Mondays to trade. I'm slow. I'm lethargic. I'm just not like as in tune as I would like to be, right? But I get I get a pretty bad entry in my opinion. Even though so let's just say 9:30 is right here, as you can see this big yellow down candle. So we push down and then we pop back up, right? We pop back up and then we tag the 50% again of the fucking of that gap. We have a nice up candle, which is 931. 932 is what pushes it down. Once it and 932, once it pushes it down, I'm already in the trade now. So again, slow movement, but even if I went to a 30-second, the 30-second was very helpful for a lot of these bottom and tops. So, and I have a separate screen just for the 30-second. I mean, it's not only 30-second. I have other, I have the 30-minute time frame, the 30-second time frame, and the 5-minute time frame on my lower screen. But anyways, you can see here, and I'm just, I'm bringing it home for this area here. When we get this pushed down, you got to be patient, wait. And I suffered from that. I was a little bit, impatient, but whatever the case is, that's fine. Price pops back up. Boom, we tagged the 50 again, and we're tagging that last up candle. Okay, boom. All right, now this next candle doesn't hit that 50 level. All right, then this next candle tags the 50 level by a hair. And then this next candle pushes all the way up and tags it literally perfectly on the head, right? And then shoots down. Now, let me go back to 1 minute because I just wanted you to see that. We also have an imbalance right there. So I don't have all this drawn out. I don't need to. Yes, this is a 30-second, but you can see here that, oh my God, I hope this video is short. But so you can see that there visually, right? And then just drag a line with this last up candle. So, and then these down candles hold as resistance when you break through it. So break up, come up, down. And then you can see if I was to highlight this candle here, I know this is a 30-second, I get it. But you'll see, where are you at? You can see that the price is trapped in there. So very nice area. Now, I mean, this is advanced, very high level shit. I mean, because motherfuckers on the internet ain't doing this. I mean, rarely are they doing this. And if they are, they're really good traders. But what was I going to say? What was the point of this? Let me go back to 1 minute. So that being the case, let me zoom out a little bit. So here and then when we break the structure here, we get a breakthrough, and it's one drive. All right, retrace back up where? All right, I know this is kind of ugly, man, but I hate when they do that. I'm fucking deleting this. So when they pop back up, you get into this imbalance right here. And we have this down candle, this 902 candle, right? And I highlight the whole candle. So when we break down, we come back up. Not only is it coming back 50% of this resistance block right here, but we also get 50% of that imbalance right there. Plus, let me move this out. Plus, what's in the background? Can't you tell? We have the gap itself. So we're coming up and we're poking back up and we're sealing price, right? So very, very high confluence area right here as well. All right, and then and for the people who think I'm just talking shit, I don't take these trades. Again, this is the last time I'll be doing this, but I'm showing you that I do take it. Now I don't have everything highlighted like you want me to probably, but this is generally how I, do my. I'm not taking screenshots in the beginning anymore because that's constantly ruining my trades. But I will do this because I knew people would probably think I didn't take this fucking trade. Silly, but as you see here, whatever. So the bottom line is this: drive one, drive two, drive three. Now, as you see, I'm holding it here. I do get the second drive here, and I am tapping this 25%. And at this point, I know it's Monday. I know the weekly candle is starting to range out, so I don't have high expectations. There are literally no news today. We have CPI on Wednesday, so these can be very choppy days. So I am trading accordingly. And then once we get down here, you'll see that we have the three drives. What would I have liked to have done? Well, I would have liked to have entered at this 50% when it bounced up, but I was too slow. And that's just human nature. All right. And what would I have liked to have done? I would have liked to have got out here when it made the third drive. And at this point, you can see that we're at this gap here, right? And we have pretty much sealed this on this 15-minute, this big imbalance right here. So we've sealed that, and are now in a 1 hour down candle. And for me, this is a very good place to buy. I'm on the oversold here, and so on. And sure enough, I'm looking for a price to retrace back up to 50%. Also, where I want to, one of my simple models is coming right back up for buyer's remorse. I talk about this fucking damn near every day. I think so, right? And coming right back to seal that. And then I take the screenshot here. I'm inside this imbalance here with these up candles. I don't know if it's going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go down. It's literally sitting in the middle. And at this point, I want to be done. I literally want to be done. I'm not fucking with these people, and I have no expectations. Sure enough, it was a good decision, but I did miss out on some couple trades because I wanted to catch this sell that was going to form. I didn't. I just literally froze and didn't do anything. So, what's it called? Let's go back here. So as you can see here, price made the third drive. So I screenshot that first trade here, right? So don't need to be right or don't need to, wait for anything. I'm not trying to have it whip up on me or anything. So, and I knew that we were approaching this gap. So getting ready for the next trade. Anyway, as you see here, price, this is a 1 minute. Yeah. So you can see here, we get this down candle. So ugly. Trying to get away from seeing it. All right, we get this purge down. As soon as it pops up, I'm already in it. I get filled here. Price retraces back up here. All right, retraces back up, and then I'm expecting to come up in this top of the range. If I drew a fib from here to here, you'd see that 50% would be landing over here. Okay, so when I take the trade out, it's literally right here. This 1004 candle right here. So that's when I'm done with it. Now, what would I have liked to have done? Well, at the same time, doesn't mean I can do it, but I would have liked to have held it for a couple drives more. So when we got here, but I didn't know if it was going to come sink down yet. So at this point, and I'm using this inversion imbalance right here. See this? This 940 candle. All right. So because when we made this second drive, we popped in it and we came back down. But if it's going to be bullish more or bullish for the short term, I expect this to hold price, which it did beautifully at the moment. But we had I got out right here, but we had a retracement, second drive, third drive. Now this is where it was fucking gorgeous, and I wanted this trade, and I wanted this trade because of what I teach on this channel. Sell, buy, sell. That's my sequence, right? I don't know if the sequence is going to be going up. If this is a sell, buy, where we go up and then make a higher high and then retrace for a higher low, and that would be my sell. So sell, buy, sell. So there's that in the picture. But I expected a little bit lower pricing only because it's the beginning of the week, and sure enough, they want to get some liquidity to the left of the chart, right? And so sell, buy, sell. So when it got here, I was already done, but I to be honest, I was just chicken shit. I wanted to take this trade, We had two rejections from the top of this 75% level of the opening range gap. By the way, that's also the reason why I'm selling down, is because I want to clean up some of this opening range gap in orange, right? So goes without saying, right? But when we got here to 75%, what's in the background? We're tapping that gap again. This bottom of this big gap in the background, right? See that? So with this two rejections, I was like, bro, take this. But take a look. Look at the way they did today, which was pretty bogus. So if I had got in here, price came down, playing around at the opening of the day with this orange line here, and then bounces back up, squeezing people up here, right? And then boom, shoots down. Now this is what I wanted. From here to here is the trade that I wanted. And why would I have took it to here? Because I wouldn't have just took it to here. You have first of all, this is liquidity, so you know that they were coming down for it. But the reason why I wanted to come down here is because we're squeezing buyers. Even if it didn't come any lower than here, I mean, I'm still trying to squeeze buyers. I took this buy up here so I can squeeze sellers, right? So very, very basic common sense. And if you don't understand that what's going on in the background, we're ranging, especially on a Sunday or Monday, I should say. What do you see, speaker? See that? So even when we get into these kind of market conditions, your speaker is your best friend. Why? Because these motherfuckers are trying to wipe out you on the top and bottom side. They're trying to confuse you, and it's like, this is my favorite pattern. I talk about it all the time, but at the end of the day, I understand that we're building that. How did it come out? As you can see, we started here, and then we range up. This is the top of the speaker, right? That's the way they did it. And then they came down, all right, below that low. As you can see it, we popped up, we came back down again. You see that? So let's just say it started here, for example, but like in Asia. But you had it here too, right? Like at the beginning of the day is really what I'm saying. You had the higher highs up, and then you had the quick move down. Imaginary speaker, you see that? So anyways, that kind of logic, I understand the flow, but I wanted this fucking trade. I really did, but I was too chicken shit, and I would have took it to here to wipe out most of the buyers, right? Where did it come to? Came to this last down candle. This, man, I hate when they do that, bro. What do you call it? 946 candle. It's already 17 minutes, man. So I'm not even going to get into that, man. So anyways, and then as you see, price built liquidity here, pops up again, squeezes, doesn't take that high out. So that's a lower high, right? That's a lower high. That's a lower high too, but that's the real lower high. So what they did is they came up, they squeezed people getting in here. They pretty much made it easy for people to get in here. And as you can see, the buyers are getting wrecked, right? But they protected that. Now, if we had went above this high, then we would have probably kept going, right? But with this, they're trying to build some type of resistance, liquidity pool, so we can now grab it soon. But what they do, they shot it again down, and again, I'm already done for the day. But I wanted this trade right here. I really wanted it because I knew it was gonna happen. But at the same time, look how ugly it was, right? So I'm glad I didn't fuck around with this, man. I'm really glad I didn't. So anyways, what else did I want to say? I know I want to say something else. So this is an internal low. That's an internal high. So this is the lower low. That's the lower high. That's another lower high. That's a lower low. And then, and by the way, these were beautiful fucking buys right here. They were, but they were so fast, and you had to have had a 30-second out. There's no way you could have caught it. No fucking way you could have caught this without a 30-second candle time frame. So when it bought here, and look where it came to. This is not random. It's not floating. This is not just sitting from somewhere. You had the liquidity that the people got in from Asia. Remember, I just told you about this low. I made plenty of videos like this on Mondays. See that low right there? So if you look here, they came right back to the opening gap. And of course, below it more to wipe out that low. So that's where we're at now. I've just explained that here, and also by us going up for you guys that are trading London and pre-New York, higher lows here with Dow pushing us up, and then you can see right here lower lows here, very minuscule, but and then right here you can see this lower low right there, but this a higher low here with Dow, and they had lower lows right here. So you got a little speaker forming at the top, right? And so that's another classic signature at the top of a range. You know, you can see it, right? You can see it. So, anyways, and then dollar fucking is just kind of playing around and came a little bit lower, take out yesterday's low, and we're still sitting in this inversion imbalance right here. That's on a weekly time frame. Funky colors right now, I know. And then we have now tagged that bottom gap. That's why I was telling you about us still like kind of staying up more, was because we had that gap, and then we've now came down. They have crossed it, but there's no body there. So where do we go from here? If I take a look at the other assets real quick, there's no way to make them short. The thing is with this is that we're at a very nice overbought area. Do we get the lower high? Is this a lower high? And do we come down for the lower low? Now, for speaking for Dow, it looks a lot more clear that we've came up into this last up candle with the weekly chart. And as you can see there, we've sealed that imbalance there nicely. We've done that already last week, but now it's like, okay, you got, if you look at current price action, we have imbalance here. We have all these higher lows. We have a gap here with no body. So do we come down here to then pop back up, or do we just really come down? I don't mean all tomorrow. I'm saying in the macro perspective, are we going to make a leg to come down? That could take a month. That doesn't mean it's, you know, this could take a long time. But coming down into here makes sense to me, and bouncing off. Or if we're really bullish and CPI, you know, and they missed, you know, I don't know. And it just, obviously we're going to come and take out the highs, right? So that's what it looks like on Dow. And then Dow looks a lot more like suspect. And then so does S&P. So S&P also took out the previous high of last week, and it looks like they're coming down. I mean, you know, to me, that's what it looks like. And then they almost took care of the low as well for Friday. So very similar scenario here, but it does look very bullish, obviously. So a retrace back in tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make a video. I have family in town, and it's like very rare that family is in town for me, and it's a big deal. So I'll probably be hanging out, and and might not be trading. So if I trade, I might not be able to make a video though. So I don't know. We'll see. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else I should really mention here. But I mean, that's a nice push, man. You know, if you ask me what they should do, they should come back down here if we're bullish or bearish. But that's what I would like to see. But if not, then I mean, you know, obviously we're just ripping up. So, is there anything else I wanted to mention? And you know, if you look at Nvidia just sitting here right in the middle, I mean, I don't see Nvidia like, I don't see him crashing down unless we're in a big bearish market. You know what I'm saying? And then we start doing this. You know, we get a leg like this. See this leg right here? Kind of like get that next. I mean, it just looks unnatural. It looks like they just want to come up a little higher first. So, I think that's about it. I don't think I am missing anything. Daily chart, real quick. Yeah, it's not a favorable place to be honest with you. So, and that's why I'm gonna be literally for this month. I'm gonna be nimble and just take the trades, take the profit. That's all that fucking matters. And then we'll see if we do become really bullish. We'll see if what's that month? April, May, then June. I mean, we should get a big push for May, and then because we're already May 13th, and then June might chop around up and down, and then July blast off. July literally just take off for the rest of the year. Maybe a retracement into the fourth quarter, and then blast back off again. So you guys take care and God bless.